I'm going to give you my thinking on this, but what I'm going to do is just give you a way to understand race and ancestry sociologically. So I could make a really flippant response to this. Wouldn't be very difficult. I could just show you the 100 million people of European ancestry who died at the hands of 100 million hands of other people of European ancestry in the wars of the 20th century. And so we could say, oh my gosh, I'll do 100 million people. 100 million people. You got it? Like I could just show those numbers and say, where is the advancement morally and ethically and so on and so forth? Africans weren't killing each other in those numbers. Asians weren't killing each other in those numbers. South America, Latino, people, it's an ancestry, it's not a racial group, but nobody else was. This is a unique characteristic of Europeans. But I'm not going to make that. I'm going to go further than that. That's like an easy piece. I actually want to give you a way to understand this scientifically, okay? You get that, right? Dude, you get it? In the 20th century, the 100 years of the 20th century, 100 million people died in the 2 world wars. You got 100 million. These are white people. God, I'm going to say something. Christians, don't hate me. Christians, white Christians who did all this killing. Right? It's like white Christians. But we just won't talk about that. Let's talk about the problem of white culture when other groups come in and make us what? Worse than what we are? That's a pretty big feat. I almost dropped my second F-bomb. It's a pretty big feat in 100 years to kill 100 million people. It's not easy. And I'll come back to the Christian idea, but I'm not bashing Christians. I'm just putting that out there. These folks are all Christians. So I'm like, who? I'm born and raised. Well, not really born Christian, but this is it. I'm like, okay. So you understand, this is really complicated, but we're not going to go there. We're going to go somewhere else. All right. So you ready? Oh, wait, go back. So, of course, all these people are white. Because you never okay, let me study history. And let me look at how history works itself out. And let me think about all the ancestry groups in the world and racial groups and so on. Let me just think scientifically about which one's on top. And after all my scientific analysis, I decide that, lo and behold, the Chinese are on top. Or sub-Saharan Africans are the most evolved. Nah, screw that. White people, baby, white people. We're the best, we're the strongest, we're the smartest, we're the most moral. Of course, everybody chooses their own group. So there's racism involved in these sorts of things. When the people who are the best, the strongest, the smartest, etc., are the people that look like the people who are talking. You know what I mean? If someone's making some proclamation about, those people are all thieves, right? Well, you don't say that about your own people. You know what I mean? You say that about other people. So here, this goes back a long way. Go to the next one. So this Linnaeus, 1735, like here, he divided the world into 3 groups. White people, inventive, acute, sharp, perceptive, gentle. Gentle. Slavery was such a gentle institution, right? Dark Asians and red Native Americans, severe, haughty, overbearing, covetous. That's what I'm thinking, covetous. Native Americans, they wanted to hold on to that land, so we had to slaughter those MFers. You know what I mean? Is that how it works? Governed by opinions. And then black Africans, indolent, lazy. Right? I love that. Negligent, crafty. They're really crafty. Because, we go over to sub-Saharan Africa and we capture them and we put them on these boats and they try to escape. But we're going to watch them because they're really crafty. And we're going to make sure they don't. Anoints themselves with grease. I don't know what that has to do with anything. And here we are. So this guy, guess what his ancestry was? Black? Brown? Red? No, he's white. Of course he's white. That's how it works. That's how it works, y'all, right? So understand when this is really a really, really good test for all of us. This is a really good test for all of us. When the people that we think are less than us don't look like us, then it's a good moment to question who we are and what we are. Just a thought. Follow it, don't follow it, it's all good. All right.